Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a match of Dota 2. It was delayed quite a bit. Now I see like there is something wrong with the captain's mode overlay thingies, because we see that the Darkseer is getting banned out, but as you can see, the icon of the Darkseer is like really tiny. That's the Darkseer being banned out right there by PXY, Pan Xu Yao. That is the Radiant team. On the Dire team we have VHL, and I don't know where that is standing for, unfortunately, but what I can tell you is that the winner of this match will be going up against MUFC in round number 2 of this GosuCup Asia round number 1 match. Because we are here with the first match of GosuCup Asia, or actually the first GosuCup Asia that will be played today. We have got ourselves a Lycan ban out as well as a Lanaya, or otherwise known as Templar Assassin, with an Aegis Prophet ban out for the last one for VHL. So what does that leave us with? It leaves us with a Leshrac, with a Tyrant, with of course Naga Siren if you want to still play her, even though she hasn't been as dominant as she was as of late. And of course, one thing to note here is that Magnus as well as Meepo are in the pool for the captain's mode, so we might see them being picked up. But the first pick is gonna be Invoker, PXY picking that one up, and Invoker is one of those heroes that, well, you kind of know that he's gonna go a solo mid lane, but he is a hero that fits in basically all kinds of strategies. I mean, he can push, he can turtle, he can gank, he can do basically everything. So good hero, and not giving anything away for their strategy just yet. Naga Siren being picked up by VHL here, and she is gonna be the first carry hero for VHL. And we're gonna see what they're gonna be doing with that. If they're gonna be going for one of those team fight heroes that you normally want to have with that Naga Siren, because you kind of want to set up for team fight with that Song of the Siren. Of course, it's being used a lot for escapes as well, just so Naga Siren can free farm, and if she gets in trouble, she just pops her song, runs away, and farms elsewhere. But of course, very good to initiate team fights with as well. Rubik being picked up here by VHL, though, wanted to be able to steal everything that PXI can throw at them. Like if PXI wants to go for an Enigma now, they're going to get their Black Hole stolen. And the reason why I say Enigma is because Enigma is a very strong hero combined with that Song of the Siren, because if you want to have that perfect hole combination, perfect hole setup, and you see like, wow, this would be a perfect time to throw in a Black Hole, you can just Song, and you can actually set that Black Hole up so that everybody gets caught in it. But if there's Rubik on the other side, on the other hand, you know, you might not be, well, anyway, that doesn't matter. That's not what I wanted to say. Wow, losing train of thought. But yeah, you don't want to give that Enigma away to the one with the Naga Siren, but if they have already a Rubik on the other side, he can of course steal that Black Hole, and that's not something that you want either, so maybe he's just gonna get completely ignored here, who knows? It's gonna be Leshrac that gets picked up here, of course, just like the Invoker, a hero that is strong all around, and he can be strong at every stage of the game, and a Tidehunter, so they have teamfight. And one important thing to note here, if VHL pops their song and Tidehunter is gonna get caught in that song, and he's not gonna get caught in a Black Hole like straight after the song ends, if there's gonna be an Enigma being picked up, Tidehunter will always be able to pop his Ravage like a split second before anything that the Radiant can do happens. Like, he can spam that button until the song goes off, and if VHL wants to do something after that song, and like they're preparing to set something up, they will always get Ravage Steal, unless they of course have BKBs active, or unless, like I said, that Enigma is already preemptively casting that Black Hole. And of course for Sand King goes the same thing, he can preemptively start casting his Epicenter as well, so we'll be able to get his Epicenter off regardless of a Ravage or not. But that is at least a very good hero to have. Venomizer will get picked up here by VHL, as good support, all around support as well. And we're going to go into the second banning phase, and one thing that we have to take into account here is that all jungle heroes are still in the game. Like, well, no longer Enigma, because he just got banned out. It's very small, I'm sorry, I will call them out like a bit more, because it's like, they're not feeling out, it's a bit awkward. But Enigma is the first jungle hero that gets banned here. Of course, the Chen and the Enchantress are still in. We have a Morphling and an Anti-Mage banned. Now Morphling we haven't seen banned all that often since the patch, but it looks like both of these teams are now starting to ban out carries. Alchemist getting banned out. Now, that is not a ban out that you see every day, but since the patch, since the buff he got, he is quite a dangerous force in the pool right now. So they just want to ban him out. Not wanting to deal with that. Chaos Knight gets banned out now as well. Of course, there's still a lot of carries still in the game, like a Faceless Void and stuff like that. But let's see if he's gonna be kept in the game here, because VHL can still ban out one of these heroes. And if they're going to be banning out another carry, that doesn't leave for much space for carries to be in. I mean, that one would see something maybe like a Pro Ranger. Who knows? Yeah, there goes the Faceless Void. So let's see what these two teams are going to do. They basically ban out every real common hard carry that we have in the pool. If we look at lanes though, however, let me see. Rubik normally being supporty, just like the Venomancer, so maybe we're going to have a tri-lane with Naga Siren, Rubik and Venomancer. Pretty dangerous tri-lane as well. As once you get hit by the Gale, there'll be an Ensnare, there'll be Telekinesis, Fate Bolt, and a Riptide. That's your death right there. For PXY, we're going to have a Leshrac, who's probably going to be a support Tidehunter, who we have seen doing solo lanes. So he might be doing that. I mean, he can do a lot of different roles. It might also be the start of a tri-lane though, but at least PXY has, I think, a bit more space to still be going for a jungle hero if they want to do that, if they want to solo lane a Tidehunter. And then have just something with the Leshrac to, with a carry with the Leshrac. Of course, the Chaos Knight is already out. They actually banned him out himself. Of course, Leshrac Chaos Knight is a combination that we see fairly often. A hero that we might see pop up here actually is a Dragon Knight, who is still in the pool. We have, by the way, PXY taking into their bonus time heavily right here. Like only 15 seconds left now, and that is all the time they have left to think about this first pick in the second pick phase here. I'm curious to see what they want to go for. Like they're apparently not quite sure as well. There we go, Bounty Hunter. So that's going to be their long lane solo, which will mean that we'll see a tri-lane with the Leshrac Tidehunter. And last pick still incoming. And for them, I hope that the VHL is going to be thinking about their pick a very long time, just so that PXI can take some of their time to think about their drafts, their last pick, because otherwise they only have 2 seconds left in their bonus time. That's not that much at all. But for VHL, I said, I mean, probably tri-lane, which means they still need 2 solo lanes. Windrunner, of course, is that solid solo lane that, you know, is always a good pick to have. And she will indeed be picked up here. So leaving for only one, probably mid-lane hero for VHL. And I said mid-lane, sorry, mid-game instead of mid-lane. But I also think that their mid-lane hero probably needs to be a mid-game hero, because for late game they already have the Naga Siren, or for mid to late game. And they kind of need something to be dealing with PXY, because right now, if we look at what these teams are going to be doing, we're going to have Bounty Hunters start roaming around at level 6, start getting that track money up, getting those ganks in. Tidehunter at level 6 will be trying to go for... Wow! Whoa! Hello, Axe! I was not expecting that pickup. And it might actually be that Leshrac and Tidehunter are going to be in a dual lane with Axe in the jungle, because he is a pretty okay jungler as well. But wow, X, I mean, I have to say, X is pretty strong on the lane. I mean, his battle hunger should not be underestimated. It is one of the most annoying spells I know. Oh, we have a lot of blinks going off. Well, anyway, and a Night Stalker. That's the hero that I like to see. So that will be their mid-game indeed, as well as their mid-lane. Because, yeah, they need something to be dealing with the mid-game, to be roaming around, trying to get kills, distract their opponents while they're Naga Siren farms. That's something that they needed, and Night Stalker brings that perfectly. I really like that pickup right now. So, and we're gonna see how they're gonna lane this, because I have to say, I'm not quite sure how the Radiant is gonna be laning this. And of course, one thing that I also have to note when we have this pause anyway, I am not familiar with either of these teams, so I don't really know how they're going to be matching up against each other. Should be really interesting though, because like, if you have 2 unknown teams, it will be a surprise for everybody, or at least for me, what they can do. And I am always really, I always really like to see that. Like we could see big rising stars right here. Like the next the next orange. Something like that. We'll find out though. We'll find out how these teams are going to be doing. Let's just go over the lineups while we wait for the Naga Siren to reconnect back in. We're going to start with PXY, and we're going to start with Mata, who is going to be playing the Leshrac. Has not picked up anything. I do think he's going to be playing a supporting role. Tidehunter will be played by Monkey Yao. We're going to have Xavier Pan playing the Bounty Hunter. We're going to have a word that I cannot pronounce. He's going to be playing the Axe. And this is also a word that I can't pronounce, but I will try anyway. It is J. Knu. J. Knu is going to be playing the Invoker. And that will be the entire lineup for PXY. And we're going to jump ourselves over to the dire side, where VHL is getting ready to start the game, or at least as soon as their Naga Siren reconnects back in. We're going to have Violet, who is going to be playing the Rubik. Viet Moon is going to be playing the Venomancer. We're going to have Huey, who's going to be playing the Night Stalker, with Night Vien, who is, or Vietnamese Night just then, is going to be playing that Windrunner, and Nova will be playing the Naga Siren, who just reconnected back in. So it looks like we are ready to join the game, or at least to start the game, and see how these teams are going to be laning this. Night Stalker, like I said, probably will be going into the mid lane. I mean, for VHL, it's a bit easier to call out these lanes, with the Windrunner probably solo laning. Venomancer support already picked up some sentry wards going towards the top lane. Rubik already support as well, picked up some observer wards, probably also going towards the top lane, with Nova on his Naga Siren to be farming on that tri-lane. Safe tri-lane also, so we might see some aggressiveness coming out of there as well, depending on who they're going to be up against. And it looks like they're going to be up against the Bounty Hunter, so he'll be pretty safe. Although, having said that, of course, there's already sentry wards up on that Venomancer, so he's not going to be having that of an easy time. Bounty Hunter then, solo top, with mid Invoker. I mean, that was easy to call, but is Axe indeed going to be going into that jungle, or is he going to be... Well, he picked up some wards. Looks like he will be going into the jungle, so we will have a dual lane with a Tidehunter as well as a Leshrac. And I'm a bit unsure yet, as of yet, of who is going to be the one who's taken the last hit of these two. They're going to be up first, the Windrunner. He should be able to harass her out of the way. So, yeah. Let's see how they're going to do here. So this top lane will not be an easy lane for the Bounty Hunter. Tri-lane, mid lane is a Night Stalker versus Invoker. An Exort Invoker, though. Have to point out that one.
The battle begins.
He will be okay versus the Night Stalker for sure. Night Stalker will be able to stay alive, or should be able to stay alive, but I'm not sure how many last hits he's actually gonna be able to get, purely because he's melee versus range. And Exort, I mean, yes, the attack damage from the Invoker got reduced, but with that Exort he still should be able to throw out some harassment and able to get those last hits still. Actually already first and I going into the way of the Night Stalker. We have got bottom lane, yeah, Windrunner versus Leshrac and the Tidehunter. I mean, in theory, they should be able to harass her away, but it looks like she's still going to be able to stick around an experience race. Tidehunter not really doing anything to stop her, and Leshrac not going to be overextending all too much to get the creep wave on his tail. So for now, I mean, she's going to be able to get experience, otherwise she'll get harassed out. I don't think she's going to die though. Like, not unless she's gonna let herself got out extremely bad. But in theory, she should not be dying. If I was about to guess, like, which lane is gonna be having the first blood, I think it would be the top lane. We already have got an aggressive ward being placed right here, just so they're able to track the movement of the Bounty Hunter. However, Bounty Hunter has made sure that he can see almost everything. I say almost because the sentry ward was already placed here. I mean, he did counter ward this one here, the runes, the creep spawn, but the counter ward was already gone out, so I'm not able to do that anymore, as the pool will be going off as soon as the next minute goes off, I would reckon. And yeah, I mean, this is not a very easy lane for him to be on. Let's see how much he's going to be able to stay in experience range, so that will be the most important thing. Gosh, on the Windrunner, but she's just windrunning herself away. I mean, mid lane could also be having first blood, but again, I think that only would happen if one of these two is making a grave mistake. So far, actually, on last hits, I'm quite surprised to see the Night Stalker being ahead here with 6-1, with Invoker being 5-0. Well, he is using a lot of his regens already, and right now, oh, this might be turning into first blood here. Axe picking up an Invis rune, although Windrunner did see that because her ward is up there, so she will be hiding at the tower until she sees either Axe reappear with Central being placed, and now she sees Axe again, so she's gonna feel a bit more safe. I'm not sure if she saw the ward getting placed, or I think she did. But yeah, she is making sure that that's not going to get pulled anytime soon, as she sees everything that's going to be thrown her way, including the gush, but she will be able to back off anyway. It's just one Tidehunter, should be fine. And for now, I mean, until Night Stalker is level 6 and the first nighttime happens, Night Stalker is not going to be leaving his lane, so it's not going to be doing any ganking. Invoker will not be leaving his lane anytime soon, I feel like. Bounty Hunter, until he's level 6, he won't be leaving his lane. Sentry Ward, making sure that Bounty Hunter knows that he shouldn't be there anymore. He did pick up his own Sentry Ward, by the way, and was able to counter the ward that we saw here earlier. Wow, my circles are like amazing. And then now counter that one also, so he will be left without any vision apart from the Sentry Ward. He still, of course, has one, but he'll have to move through the Sentry Ward, and that's not really ideal because, you know, he might die, he might get caught out. That's not something that you want to really risk. But he will be getting some farm right here, and experience also, because the quick wave has now pushed out. But yeah, until he's level 6, he won't be roaming around all too much. And for the Tidehunter, same thing. He's not the one taking the farm here, though. That is the Leshrac. But when he is level 6, he will be roaming around more, maybe trying to force out a team fight or something with the Leshrac. I mean, they have got that pushing potential with Leshrac. As soon as they go like with maybe a Bounty Hunter as well as a Tide and Leshrac, as well as the Axe on a lane, and start pushing a tower, and they can just say, you know what, come team fight us or we will kill off your tower, and they will be able to either team fight with the Ravage or, of course, take the tower with the Leshrac. So that will be a bit of their strategy, I feel like. But until then, like until those levels are up on these heroes, we won't see that much action, I think. Night Stalker picking up a double damage rune has now got 13 for 2, with Invoker being on 17 for 2. So Invoker now pulling ahead slightly, and of course having a lot of that extra, so his right click damage definitely increasing there. And Faithless here, harassment on Bounty Hunter, but again, I think he should be fine for now, especially since the lane is being kept in his corner. There is a pool here though, but this is only a 1-stack pool, so will result in, if this camp, actually there's no camp there, but this will result in the pool as well, in the push as well, so Bounty Hunter should be fine regardless, and we'll get more experience later on, as he is getting experience quite nicely, to be fair. I mean, he's level 4 right now, Naga Siren level 4 as well, so fairly even here. And of course the main difference of these two lineups, whoa, hello, was the Axe. First Blood, Sunstrike helping out here, and that was the First Blood going up on the Night Stalker in the mid lane before he's level 6, before the nighttime. And I was gonna say, like, the main difference that is happening is this Axe who is in the jungle for PXY. Because they have a jungle hero, which is getting them more experience and gold than VHL is getting, and of course the potential to gank, which we just not saw, but happened on the Night Stalker anyway. He's gonna TP back, has not got boots actually. It's his face boots that's now up on the Invoker, but the bottle on the Night Stalker. He just probably wants some boots soon though, especially for nighttime. I mean, he's a very fast hero at nighttime, but wants to get that boots up as well, of course. But we'll find out. But yeah, Axe able to make a difference here, and he definitely did. And of course that also makes, ooh, gank going off. Gale still gonna head. Invoker, silence up on there, double damage rune up on this Night Stalker. He will get revenge from getting killed off there. Gets the last hit. Where did his wings go? It just turned nighttime and he does not have his wings. That's a bit sad. He's gonna pick up his illusion rune in the meantime. Gank up on the Windrunner, who's trying to Windrunner herself away. Got a battle hunger up on her. The dive is on. I'm not sure. Oh, actually, that's gonna be turning into a kill. It's Shrek that picks it up. What a damage being done right here, and that's battle hunger level 2 right there. So 2 for 1 right now with PXY making sure their Axe is working for them, and Axe is gonna run into that Night Stalker level 4 versus level 6. Now, Axe, you cannot go anywhere, even though Axe does have boots. But here comes the Rubik as well, and that's gonna be a kill for the Night Stalker. I mean, it's nighttime and he is not done just yet. In the meantime, Bounty Hunter is not level 6 just yet, almost, so not ready. This really looks a bit disconcerting. I mean, where is his wings? I'm a bit disappointed about him not seeing it. I mean, I want to see his wings. Damn it. I mean, Night Stalker is a pretty nice hero to look at, but if he's missing his wings, it's a bit sad. 2 heroes now mid lane, and these two were part of the troubles I was thinking about for VHL. Like, they have a tri-lane versus a solo lane. So these two were not going to get that much experience, and right now we see them taking over the mid lane, able to hold the lane back as well as taking the experience, and Naga Siren will be fine anyway against this Bounty Hunter who is now level 6. And Bounty Hunter will have to stay in the lane for a bit while longer, because if he leaves now, the lane will be pushed and the tower will be pushed as well, and that's not something he'll want to do. The Night Stalker now looking for a target. We do see Tidehunter, who is level 4 still as well, and Leshrac backing out there. The Night Stalker just waiting until he finds a target. I mean, right now he's just walking around not getting any kills, which is not really ideal. Picked up Butu, who's gonna find the Axo, and there is the Edict as well as the Gush lands. Battlehunger doing his double damage, but it's the Night Stalker. He should be able to run away, but no, Leshrac's stun gets him. Regen Rune is not going to be able to be picked up, but the Leshrac dies. Windrunner power shot coming through. Night Stalker will still die, and Windrunner backs off again. A Regen Rune for the Axe, who pretends like nothing ever happened and is just going to go back inside that jungle. 3 for 3 right now with Night Stalker dying for the second time in the game, and maybe he'll have his wings back when he comes back. Let's hope so. I don't think so though, but it would be nice, like, yeah, oh, Battle Hunger, Axe level 6, Sunstrike, ooh, not gonna hit. If he would have continued going there, he would have hit. He's waiting for a right click, gets it with the Fade Bolt, so we'll be able to not have Battle Hunger on him anymore, and Axe just backs off inside the jungle. If that Sunstrike would have hit, that would have been a kill, I think. Like, level 4 on the Axe sword, that's pretty big. Power shot here. Let's take a look at the gold grab real quick. Radiant side in favor with 1k gold, and that's mostly farm, because as we see, it is all lanes in favor of the Radiant side, apart from the top lane. I have to say that, but still Bounty Hunter not doing bad at all, considering he was first to try for a very long time. And of course the difference still with the Axe in the jungle, getting experience and gold that otherwise PXL is not getting. Sentry being placed here just in case Bounty Hunter shows his face, but Bounty Hunter, he is backing off, doesn't want to be there. Picked up his space boots, by the way. And we're gonna see the first tower going down here, and yes, he still doesn't have his wings. Actually, something that I still wanted to say, like this is his new model. Like, obviously, Valve has implemented that. He looks really bad this way though. But implemented that, like, you can customize him soon, and it makes me think, like, okay, we're gonna have different wings than the wings he normally has. Like, would you be able to get him with butterfly wings then? That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. Double damage rune picked up by the Axe. And we have a dive going on up on the Invoker, who is trying to juke this, but he will still get a Void or a Silence or a Telekinesis or all of the above. Gale still goes through, they're trying to get away. Ravage being used, hits on 2. Rubik, really low on HP. He is going to try to get away. He's going to be able to get away. 21 HP and Night Stalker with the Battle Hunger, but it's nighttime. He is going to be fast enough. And I can't believe Rubik is able to back away from that one. I don't think they saw him. Like, at all. Rubik, level 5, and he doesn't have level 6 just yet, by the way, cannot steal any spells. Sunstrike, boom, Venomancer, you're gone, and that was a track kill going for the Bounty Hunter rather, all these hunters. And Bounty Hunter actually has to back off again because he's pretty low on HP now. In the meantime, this Naga Siren is just happily free farming. Almost got her Vanguard if she wants to go for that one. Windrunner will try to defend this tier 1 tower mid with a TP incoming from the Night Stalker as well, who's gonna go in on the Invoker. Silence there, Rubik finishing it off with a Fade Bolt, and that's an Urn Charge up on the Axe. Pops his Tranquil Boost, tries to get away from this one, being chased by the Night Stalker though, who's gonna dive towers because he doesn't care about that. Void, Battle Hunger up on Axe himself. Tower hitting on the Night Stalker, who should be carrying there, and she is gonna back off 35 HP actually. Axe will still die to the Fade Bolt of Violets on his Rubik, which is now level 6 by the way, as we saw him stealing the Battle Hunger. But yeah, all this, oh, we have a disconnect, so we'll probably have a pause. But yeah, all this distraction is making sure that this Naga Siren is pretty much free farming here, and is able to just get her farm up real fast. And we're actually gonna switch to net worth, and we do see her on top of that, like highest up on there in 3,800 gold, with the Invoker being close behind, and Night Stalker, who, I mean, I have to say, Night Stalker definitely didn't do a bad job since it turned nighttime, but of course he died twice, which is not really ideal. That's yeah, not really what you want to have as a Night Stalker. Nighttime is almost over though, so we'll have him at his down period soon. He didn't die just yet, by the way. Not this time anyway. He got away with 30 HP as we just saw. In the meantime, Shrek is still farming bottom. He is probably going to try to push down this tower when he gets the chance. He has, of course, got his Edict at level 2 right now, not really level 6, and he actually picked up Pulse Nova at level 6, something you don't see that often, but since he is a farming Leshrac, he picked up mana boots already, so might have mana enough to just throw his Nova around freely and maybe try to get kills with that. We'll find out shortly though. Bounty Hunter looking for a track most likely, but there's 4 heroes in his mid lane from VHL, and they're probably gonna try to either push down this tower, because he already got the tier 1 tower top, or, well, Night Stalker will at least be back off. Rubik, I'm not sure, he disconnected of course. Windrunner's still here. Windrunner picked up mana boots, by the way, also something you don't see every day. But I have to say, I mean, if you verse an Invoker, and even though he's not cross-waxed, it's still a pretty nice thing to have, just in case he does get his EMP up at some point. And as a Windrunner, you kind of want mana, because you want to spam out those power shots, you want to spam out those shackle shots, so it is not bad, though. Face boots are of course the more common build right here. And we're waiting until the reconnect back in again soon. Tidehunter, of course, showed off his Ravage just now. He almost got it up again in a minute's time. I still can't believe that Rubik actually got away from that one. I feel like I'm missing some people. Oh, there's one in the base. Invoker, of course, got put in the base. And he's got face boots, and he is building towards, well, I thought for a second there that it was going to be a 4-staff, but I think we're going to be looking at a Yules here. Of course, that is a great item to have if you want to be able to land Sunstrikes, like guaranteed. Get a Yule Scepter. And he is going for that X-Sword build, so definitely a good one there. A very high arrest build, and of course good against a Night Stalker too, because if he's chasing you down, you will be able to just use Scepter in the air and just try to run away from that one if you want, or give yourself time to pop that invisibility. Even though, having said that, invisibility is not going to be doing that much good this game, because there's already a Bounty Hunter up on the Radiant team as well, which will mean that the Dire team will be preparing for that Bounty Hunter, so we see the Dust of Appearance up on that Venomancer already. If someone goes invisible around them, they will know and they will pop the dust and make sure they can still kill that target. Let's take a quick look at the experience graph. It is slightly in favor of the Dire team with 500 experience there, but it is 1 kill in favor as well, and really 500 experience is really not that much in 11 minutes inside the game. Gold graph, same thing. I'm really barely any difference, and that's quite unique. I mean, there's 1 tower down also in favor of the Dire side, and of course that's the difference that the Axe makes. Like, Axe makes a difference of the gold of a tower, apparently. That the farm that he got in that jungle makes a difference for that. And there we have the reconnect back in from Violet, so we will be able to continue the game shortly. Sorry about that. Apology accepted. So let's see what they were gonna do. Actually, Windrunner are changing their mind about going in here. Tidehunter and Bounty Hunter still around here, of course. They don't see the Bounty Hunter here. Now they do. The power shot. Oh, look at that harassment, though. That is a level 4 power shot, and that is painful. And now Bounty Hunter has to back off, because 1 more power shot. If he gets hit, he dies. Sentry ward being placed. There's no wards here, though, for the Dire, so a bit of a waste of a sentry ward, but of course it's better to be safe than to be sorry. Night Stalker in the meantime looking for a kill on the Leshrac, but Leshrac has already backed off with the Rubik TPing back to the mid lane. And it is it's daytime again, so Night Stalker is gonna be his normal self again, can stand up straight again. Because if it's nighttime and he has his wings apparently open and stuff, he kinda looks like a humped. Oh, we did another disconnect. A hunched I don't know what the name of that is, but he's too bent. It doesn't look properly. Yeah, there was a sentry ward placed, and it looks like VHL noticed that, so they deward the sentry ward and placed their own observer ward, actually making sure that right now Bounty Hunter knows that, or the whole Radiant team knows that there's now a ward up for the Dire there, so we might see another counter ward there. But for now, nobody has counter wards, so we're still waiting for for VHL again. By the way, in case you're wondering, this is a GosuCup Asia match. This is still a round number 1 match because we had a lot of delay as well as VHL not getting their team ready in time. We had to wait for them to start this match. The winner of this match will be facing up against MUFC in the next round of the GosuCup. And yeah, we'll have that after this match, straight after. So after this match, we'll have another match, and then another match. We're gonna follow MUFC throughout the cup, even though if they might lose, we're gonna follow the one that will win from them. So that's what we're gonna do. Even though, having said that, I am also trying to find out if there's going to be a Caster 4 match that's happening later today, which is going to be between M5 and GosuGaming for the WCG finals for Russia. And what I was going to say is that if I'm able to cast it, I will jump in that one, most likely. But yeah. Oh, hey! Information about something that I didn't know yet. VHL is a Vietnamese team, and it's a team of girls. So that's it's actually pretty nice to see them play. And actually, I have to say they're definitely not doing bad. That's fun. I didn't know that. Makes it extra sad that there's no wings in the Night Stalker, to be fair. Vanguard's now completed up on the Night Stalker. I'm sorry, on the Nagasaki. We saw her building towards that one. Night Stalker not really built anything just yet. Of course, he's died 2 times. But yeah. Windrunner in the meantime. Gonna be going towards the mech by the looks of it. Still in the very early stages though, and we have got a resumed game because the reconnect got back in. Central War being placed again. Case Bounty Hunter shows his face again. They are very active on these counter wards here. In the meantime, bottom lane tower will be taken down here. Ravage is up again though, so if this mid lane is going to turn into a team fight, it's going to be slightly in favor of VHL right here. Battle Hunger here up on the track, that's so annoying, and it's a level 4 as well, but he gets the deny, and that counts as well as a last hit, so he gets it off again there, and will not be doing anything with that. But the cooldown is so short. I mean, Violet can just spam that out as much as she wants to. In the meantime, top tower is going to get harassed here. Battle Hunger up on there, cold snap, trying to run away. It's nighttime, it's daytime of course, he's not extra fast. Sunstrike is going to hit, but it's going to be spread out between creeps. And here comes the Naga Siren, there's the ensnare. TPR is not going to happen. Axe in a lot of trouble right now. He's going to try to get away, maybe try to get a steal kill on this, no, on this Night Stalker, but Night Stalker actually taking a lot of damage. Has to get a right click now in. Gets it with the Void on time. He has an earn charge as well, so we'll be staying alive. Sunstrike is not going to happen anymore. And he also should try to dodge that as well, so should be fine. If there is even a Sunstrike up 1 second again. Is he even gonna try? Nah, he's not gonna try. Is he? I'm just waiting for it, but no, I don't think he's gonna. Anyway, Power Shot will go through Leshak, harassment at its finest. Tower getting pressured here. In the meantime, we have of course 2 towers down in total so far on the side of the Radiant, with no towers down just yet on the dire side. I mean, they tried to push this tower, but went for the Night Stalker set, didn't get him, didn't get the tower either. Of course, Naga Siren TPing in, continuing to farm here. And Ravage is still up, so I'm still expecting PXY to start looking for a fight, start looking for
Radiant structures are fortified.
Start looking for team fight, and with that track on as well. I mean, they kind of need to get this goal up, because if we look at their lineup, they don't really have that hard carry for later game as well. I mean, they have to get the mid game sorted for them, otherwise that will kind of put them in a bad spot. Battle Hunger up. Track got stolen, actually. Tidehunter wants to get a Ravage, not getting it, and actually goes down to the Rubik's Fade Bolt. Now, the Shrek on the way out, and this is Track Gold, by the way. If he would die, all Track Gold. There's 1 down, that is 2 down. Sunstrike will still hit, will get out the Venomancer. Power Shot will go down, Dust being pot. Bounty Hunter in a lot of trouble, will be dropping here as well, and this was all Track kills. At least 3 of these kills were Track kills. Meteor falling down, Cold Snap, Night Stalker in some trouble with Invoker doing the works here, trying to get the Windrunner as well. 1 more right click needed. Will he be able to do the job? Has Track on him though, giving extra movement speed to the Windrunner to get away. Will be able to do that though. He doesn't have a Sunstrike. Now he has a Sunstrike. Let's see where it's going to be at. Sunstrike. Nope, not going to hit, and Windrunner will be fine. And that is, but still, it is, I mean, look at this gold drop. You steal the track, the one thing that PXY has that is like, supposed to be getting them ahead. It got stolen, and then bam, 5k in favor of VHL. And that is a lot of gold going their way, as well as, of course, the team fight going their way. Of course, the Ravage wasn't used, but, you know, not that much issue. Of course, the Tide Hunter, sorry, Night Stalker still died, but, you know, that's worth it. Tower will get pressured here in the meantime. Venomance not being able to do that much by himself. Still lands the Gale, just harassment though. There will be Edict again in a couple of seconds. Might be able to get this tower down. That will be the first tower going down on the side of the Dire, but they actually make sure that they defend it, and Winter on TPing it just to make sure of that. Axe in the meantime TPing to the top lane, trying to do something here maybe, but he can't really go up against a Naga Siren by himself. And of course Axe, I mean, you can't consider him a carry, but he has died 4 times right now, and yes, he got in to get a good first blood there, but in the mid lane, but since then he's not being able to do that much, and now Invoker even getting forced out of this mid lane. 3 people here on the bottom lane farming. Yeah, not really all too happy for PXY right now. With Roshan being attempted here by VHL, they should be able to get this as well with the Venom supports, with the harassment that they can throw out. Cold Snap gonna be helping out because Rubik did manage to steal that one. And Shackle gets latched onto the Roshan. Yeah, this should be fine. And the Dire team have got brilliant map control, even though ones get counter-warded right now. But they have been able to make sure they have got the control over the map the entire time. They are the ones to declare when the fights are happening and where they are happening. Sunstrike will scout out that they're attempting Roshan, but I do think it's going to be too late. Dust being popped just in case Bounty Hunter is around here, but Bounty Hunter is not even going to try. Roshan falls, Naga Siren picking up the Aegis. Invisibility on the Tide Hunter, so this would be a good initiation if they manage to get this tower. Shackle, nice Shackle! Gale goes through on 2, but the Ravage hit, Meteor, Anchor Smashes, gosh, that is Venomancer down, it is the Aegis pop, that is a Rubik going down. It is the Night Stalker that's trying to get away, that pops an Urn Charge, should be able to get out. Song being used to make sure everybody can get out safely, and Naga Siren will back out as well. Buyback from the Venomancer, buyback from the Rubik, and they're TPing back in. Track still there on the Night Stalker. Let's see if they want to go for that. If that was actually buybacks that are not going to result into anything, because of course the death timers are not that long, so might not be that meaningful, but it looks like they might just be going to the mid lane. No. Just buybacks because they could. And that team fight is just the start of the potential of what PXY can bring to this game. I mean, team fights with the Meteor. Oh, hello. With the Meteor, with basically everything that we just saw, can get team fights into the favor of PXY so fast. And it's of course all depending on that Rubik. Is he gonna be able to steal something that can make it turns it around? And of course he died very early there. And that's something that will hurt them. I mean, he might be able to steal the Ravage up maybe one time and turn the fight around, because it would be just as important for VHL as it would be for PXY. We have actually Night Stalker finishing up his Vanguard, so we have 2 Vanguards on the Radiant side, and those Vanguards, and actually Venomance as well picking up a Vitality booster, they need that, because like the team fight that I just mentioned for PXY is all initial burst damage, and if VHL can survive that, then they will be in a very good spot to take the rest of the team fight potentially. So that is why we see them building up that HP to be able to survive that burst damage. In the meantime, tier 1 tower getting pressured here. Still 2 towers still in favor of VHL right now, but with this tower going down, and it's now in deny range, so will probably be taken down anyway. Oh, telekinesis here, stun. That's your stun creeps only. 5 heroes here of PXY, but they don't have a Ravage for another 29 seconds, so they will not do anything just yet. No deny on this tier 1 tower. Even though there's 4 heroes here of VHL. And this is exactly what I was talking about. Like, they need these 4 heroes to get the attention away from PXY, to keep them busy, while the Naga Siren is free farm. I'm actually able to push a bit on this tier 2 tower here. But if they now defend their tier 2, then their tier 2 top will be dealt with. So they kind of have to make a choice here. Which one are they going to give up? Darkness being popped here. Telekinesis, Ravage, I'm not sure why that happened, didn't hit on anybody. Meteor, Deafening Blast, that is a Rubik gone. The Ravage got stolen though, still goes off. With Leshrac taking a lot of damage, now has to back up. We have the Night Stalker still going down by the axe. And now this Windrunner is gonna be landing a shack up on the Invoker, and Bounty Hunter thinking about going for it, not going to be doing it though, going to be backing off there. Everybody of the Radiant side very low, but they weren't able to get a kill up, at least VHL was not able to get a kill up. In the meantime, Venomance picks up Vanguard as well. Tier 2, I mean, like I said, they had to choose to do something, and then let the Tier 2 bottom die for the fight in the top lane that they ended up not losing, but they got 2 kills. They got the Rubik as well as the Night Stalker, definitely not bad, but of course they would have maybe wanted to get a bit more, because now right now everybody is forced back into the base, able to, well, not able to get anything in return for the kills that they got. And that's something that, you know, you kind of want to have. If you take a fight, you want to be able to get something in return. And right now, PXY took a fight, and they actually won the fight, but they weren't able to get something in return. On the other side, it was VHL that took a fight. I mean, lost some heroes, but did get something in return, namely Tier 2 tower bottom lane. Definitely worth losing 2 heroes over, even though Night Stalker might not be the hero that you want to lose over that. But Rubik definitely, I mean, he's playing support. He is a worthy sacrifice in that case. BKB being built up on the Bounty Hunter. Let's see what the rest is kind of building up here. Invoker looking to be building towards an Aghanim's. We have Axe also going for a Vanguard. Vanguard's all over the place in this game. BKB also built up by Leshrac. I mean, they want to be able to stay alive through everything they can, VHL can throw at them. Namely, of course, the Song, and maybe a Ravage if it gets stolen or something like that. Windrunner's mechanism is completed in the meantime. We have 3,500 gold up on the Naga Siren, who will probably be going for the Radiance as soon as she gets the gold for it with the Relic. And we'll be able to farm extra fast with those, of course, because her illusions get that aura as well, and she will just be able to place them in the creep camps, and they will slowly die. In the meantime, looks like this Tier 1 tower top is again going to be having some pressure. Again, it is still on 133 HP. It should be able to be taken down with a couple of right clicks, and they're actually just not even going to wait until the creep wave is there. They're just going to take it down. Invoker picking it up, and it's still now 2 towers in favor of VHL. We see the gold graph still 5k in favor, but well, it's not really a saying, but as the self-made up saying goes, as long as you're staying even, you're keeping ahead. Something like that. Like, if you're keeping the gold graph even, you are getting ahead, and they TP to the bottom lane to defend their Tier 3. It's not going to be in time to do anything, though, but at least Naga Siren can be happy that she forced out 3 TPs, or at least 2, maybe even 3. And yeah, Radiance complete up on the Naga Siren. Blink Dagger up on the Exo, so he'll be able to get that initiation going. Still has to get his Vanguard up to be able to survive that initial burst that he might be getting when he blinks in. But right now, VHL looking to be going up first. Silence there. Is there a gem on him or something? Yes, it is. So that will be Bounty Hunter in a bit more trouble right now until they kill off the Tide Hunter. And there goes the Mirror Images. And they want to go for the Tier 2 tower here. Let's see if they're going to be stopped. There is, of course, a Ravage up. But Tide Hunter doesn't have that initiation just yet. And of course, as soon as he is attempting to go for that initiation, there will be a song from Nova. So there is not going to be... well, not going to be a chance for him to start a team fight by surprise for VHL. And of course, with the song, they can either choose to stay in or go back. And right now, I think they should be going back if there is indeed a Tide Hunter just running in there looking to be throwing out a Ravage. But until then, we'll see how it's going to go. But with the Radiance complete, of course, this is when we start seeing Naga Siren with the rest of the team of VHL. Because she is ready to join the fights, and we see them ready as well. Voids being thrown up, tracks being thrown around. Rubik hasn't stolen anything just yet. If you manage to get a track right here, that would be ideal, of course. Battle Hunger being thrown up on the Bounty Hunter, on the Night Stalker, but it's not going to do that much. Sunstrike still going to happen. Naga Siren taking a lot of damage here, and he goes down. Invoker picking up the last hit. Stone got popped, and right now, this is the chance for PXL to go out, try to get a fight. They need some extra speed, though. Blink is on cooldown from the Axe because of all the traps. Venomous ulti goes. Gush hits. Tide Hunter go for a Ravage. There he goes. Hits on all 3 here. Rubik stealing the Ravage, though, will be able to throw it off. Gets to kill the Tide Hunter with that one, as Axe will still take care of the Venomancer. And it is the Leshrac that goes down to the Rubik as well. A great positioning from the Rubik, by the way. Axe will die on the Night Stalker's hand, and I have to say that Rubik, making sure she stayed out of range of that Ravage, was able to steal it, was able to use it, was able to get kills with that, and that's going to be a tier 3 tower going down, because it's only the Invoker and the Bounty Hunter staying alive, and Invoker would be able to do something against this right now, but he was healing up, so he's only here now, as that was too late to save the tier 3. Meteor, Deafening Blast, doing what it can, track off Shuriken, Rubik trying to get away, one more hit needed, and that will be a kill for the Bounty Hunter. Track kill for that, track up on the Windrunner, but will be able to get more. The BKB will vanish, and that is a fight that, in my opinion, should have gone towards PXY. I mean, they had the advantage, they killed off the Naga Siren, and were able to get the Ravage up, but that Rubik just turned everything around, and that is why the Rubik is so dangerous. Aghanim Scepter complete upon the Invoker. Let's see what the rest of these players have built. I mean, we saw the BKB already up on the Bounty Hunter. Tidehunter still not able to build anything else, but what he has now, he has 800 gold. Blink Dagger on the Rex, we already saw that one. He hasn't got enough gold to finish his Vanguard, if he still wants that, even though it's going to be pretty late to go for a Vanguard. Leshrac needs about 400 gold, slash 300 gold right now for his BKB. We have the Night Stalker on the other side, who is going to be building towards what I hope is an Aghanims, because then he'll be like a nice Raider Night Stalker, seeing everything on the map, as well as, well, not everything on the map, like around him, as well as, of course, with that gem, definitely Radar Night Stalker, and very useful against that Bounty Hunter, so no more high ground advantages for anybody. We have got Vladimir's Offering being built up by the Venomancer. Windrunner is going to be going for a Sheepstick, most likely, picked up a Void Stone. We're going to have Rubik still being the support role, but what a support that is. MVP in the last fight for sure, and of course the Naga Siren, who died in the previous previous fight, I should say. 1300 gold, curious to see what she's going to go for next, but we'll find out shortly, I would guess, as she is already building up that gold quite nicely, and maybe we're going to see a BKB coming off from her as well. I mean, then you won't be dying again from that Invoker combination, and basically if you got a BKB, Invoker is going to be completely useless for the time that you have your BKB up there. In the meantime, looks like VHL, they're ready to continue pushing. They're going to go for this middle lane. They're going to go for these barracks. But yeah, that will force the TPs out from PXY. Actually, Axia, thank you. You're going to be TPing as well. They're gathering up here. Song is up again. They have got all their spells up, and they're just going to send their illusions and their mirror images and creeps into this barracks. Something got stolen. Is it the track? Yes, it is. Track's up on everybody, and vision for everybody. Battle Hunger up on the Venomancer, but Venomancer is actually the one that might be able to get some right clicks here with his wards, so shouldn't be too sad about that. Sunstrike, Meteor, Deafening Blast, the combination is there! Rubik's already dead! The song is too late, and right now Tidehunter, he can safely throw a Ravage. The same thing happened again. Gets a Ravage only on the Venomancer though, and Venomancer will be going down, still lands his ultimate though. This could be turning around, and X finishing off the Venomancer. TP out from the Naga Siren, Windrunner on the run, Night Stalker on the run. Bounty Hunter trying to get a track up on someone, but will he find someone? Shackle! Bounty Hunter! Power shot! Windrunner! Getting the kill! Chasing down someone with a gem. Not a smart thing, and he was actually the only one that chased that. And look at the HP on everybody. Everybody backing up with such low life, and they were... I mean, that is a Venomancer ulti doing the works, of course. And they started a fight 4-on-5 again with being able to pick off someone with a combination of the Invoker. It is such a deadly combination, as we saw, of course, already on the two targets that got picked up before every team fight that has been happening on this middle lane. But again, they do not win that fight. Well, they force them out. They don't lose their barracks. But, I mean, if you win your fight, you get something in return, in my opinion. They didn't get anything in return. They even lost their Bounty Hunter, and that's not really a worthy trade if you trade a Rubik versus a Bounty Hunter. Rubik and a Venomancer, both of the supports being picked up for VHL, and getting a Bounty Hunter in return, not a bad catch at all. And we have a BKB actually being built up by the Night Stalker. Well, to be fair, I mean, you want to stay alive against the combination from the Invoker, so I don't judge. And it seems like the vision that they have right now is already enough to kill off the Bounty Hunter anyway. It's going to be a Roshan again that's up, and VHL looking to be taking it down. They have warded around the Roche pit, so we'll be able to take it quite securely if they start going in for it. And we have got PXY in a bit of a trouble situation. I mean, the gold grab is still, it's not that much in favor as you might think, even though it feels like VHL is definitely in favor of this one. But the experience graph also shows it. I mean, it's still it's still about the same, so we can't really judge anything right now. The only thing that we can say is that, of course, Naga Siren is, in my opinion, a better late game hero than anything that PXY has on their side. Sunstrike is going to scout out that they're attempting Roshan, but are they actually going to be going in on it? 15 seconds for the Ravage, and it looks like they are going to go in. There is, of course, a ward here, so they will be able to see that. And they will be able to see them coming and back out in time as well, so should be fine. BKB up at Leshrac preemptively. So he's just gonna run in, he's gonna waste his BKB, and Snare is still there, Edict being popped off, but he's not doing anything, he's just getting killed off from the high ground. Gonna run into the Roche pit, Edict getting stolen there by the Rubik, nice spell to have. And the wards from the Venomancer making sure nobody can follow up on that one, and everybody backs off again, and will look like Roshan is gonna be taken down here. I think by the dire side still, but we'll find out soon. As soon as these words disappear. I mean, it's nice to know that they can't chase you up the high ground, but it's kind of blocking yourself out of the fight as well. Come on. There's one ward still left to be going down, then they can enter again. There they go. Thank you. And Naga Siren was, of course, already there. Picked up a Reaver. Is gonna go for hard. I mean, pretty solid there. As they will be able to take down Roshan. Invoker is still gonna find stuff there. But yeah, are they gonna be able to take a fight? They have got the Ravage. They might be able to have it though. Shackle not gonna latch. Will buy them some time to back out. Ravage? No, silence! And now he has to back out again, and now VHL is gonna come in. Leshrac's on hits on the Venomancer. Just harassment going through. Deafening Blast, Tracks, Meteors, that is the Windrunner already down. Invoker picking up these kills. Ravage hits on 3, but Ravage got stolen. Violet actually stole the Anchor Smash. Nice work from the Tide, not getting that one stolen, and Tide Hunter actually drops here. As the axe drops as well. Naga Siren looking for more blood is not gonna find Leshrac. Is not gonna find the Invoker because he TP's out safely. TP out from Leshrac. Rubik looking for a target, but is not gonna find anything either. Sunstrike's still gonna hit anything that might be in the Roche pit, but nope. 2 for 2 right there. With, I mean, you used the Ravage, you killed off a Windrunner, which is decent, but you lost your axe, not really all that nice, and you lost your Tide Hunter, and you're gonna give away Roshan to the opponent team. Well, not really give away. I mean, you did fight for it, but a team fight that they didn't win, and they had to win this to be able to take the Roshan instead. Fight definitely not in favor of PXY. At the same time, I mean, stuff about the experience graph, stuff about the gold graph still looks the same. I mean, if we look at the levels, it's the Naga Siren and the Night Stalker that are highest level up on there for the dire side, but their supports are pretty far behind as well as the Windrunner, and we see that the levels are a bit more spread evenly up on the Radiant side, which might work in favor of them in the long run, but we'll see that as the time ticks by. And they're probably gonna look at pushing in again shortly, unless Invoker can find another kill. I mean, Invoker has been doing a pretty nice job at getting kills like every fight, and every time doing the same combination. Yule Scepter, Sunstrike, Meteor, Deafening Blast. So you cannot get away from that one. That is why we see everybody building HP and stuff. And BKB actually completed up on the Night Stalker, so that will definitely make him stay alive against that. Windrunner still died from that though, because she's the one that didn't have a Vanguard nor a BKB. Has got a Yule Scepter now as well, though. We'll be able to put herself up in the air when that combination comes off, and should be able to save her if she gets it in time. Of course, there's a lot of disable coming off as well when when the Invoker gets his Deafening Blast up. You can't really do anything just yet. And everybody, again, this is like, nobody is farming anymore. Everybody is in the mid lane. They want to go for fights. They want to try, well, PXY is going to wait until they're getting forced to fight. 9 seconds until there's another Ravage up again. And VHL, they're like, you know what, we're ready to fight. You can't kill our Naga Siren anymore because the heart is about complete. We're going to wait until the Naga Siren comes, and then we're going to push you, and then we're going to fight you. And still, this Night Stalker is just so sad. I really like to see Night Stalker in the game. But I just like him so much more when he actually got to get his wings. Makes such a difference. I'm pretty funny to see that the Vanguard's up on the Venomancer, but he doesn't have boots of power threads. That is, still has his just normal brown boots. Brown shoes just landing tracks right or left or right. Where is the Rubik? Oh, Meteor, Deafening Blast. But this time, Windrunner staying alive. You scepter yourself inside of the air. And that's gonna be Nova trying to fight a fight. Doesn't have mirror images up though, but it's just gonna go for the melee barracks if he can. Shackle shot, not latching. They have a Ravage up if they want it, but the Rubik, he actually just stole something. He stole a track. This is the time for the Ravage. He gets it. 5-man. No. Silence. Damage. Where's the Ravage? There's the Ravage. Right before he goes down. That is Tidehunter dropping. That is the Aegis dropping as well. The Shrek's hitting on 2. Fateball going through. Venom has the ulti as well, and we have the Bounty Hunter getting picked up already. Bounty Hunter buys back. We have got the Night Stalker getting picked up by the Invoker once again. In the meantime, there is the defense. Fortification is on, but they're still gonna go for these barracks. Still 4 heroes just hitting on these barracks, not caring about the heroes that are on there. Windrunner gonna be able to back up. Melee barracks drop. Bounty Hunter trying to do what he can. Ensnare up on the Bounty Hunter. Gonna be taking a lot of damage. Pops his BKB though. Deafening Blast going through. Naga Siren trying to do something here still as well. It's gonna find an ensnare. No, it's just gonna back up. TP incoming from another track. Nova, Edict. There's the song, and they will be able to back out. Got the barracks. Got what they came for. Got a buyback. Got kills. And they take their leave. And that will be putting the gold grab in favor of VHL, who was able to push successfully into the base of PXY. And we have got Lashrak picking up a point boost. So he, of course, needs a bit more mana and HP to stay alive, that's for one. And of course also to run around with this BKB on, with this Nova and Edict on, to maybe force them out a bit more early. And of course that silence up against the Tidehunter is just so deadly. And I remember looking at the Tidehunter, like, I mean, maybe 15 minutes ago, and right then he had the exact same items in his inventory as he has now. He has died every single fight, of course, after he done his Ravage, which is quite useful, but he still died. And I would at this point maybe even suggest of him getting a Bracer instead of waiting for a Blink Dagger, which might never come. It looks like the Shrek still wants to go for that Bloodstone, even though it's pretty late already into the game, but you know, getting that mana and experience pretty useful. And Naga Siren's heart is completed with that fight as well. 4 heroes on the bottom lane for PXY. And we have got drums being built up on the Bounty Hunter. Axe finished off his Blade Mill. Of course, they have to start attacking the Axe before they're gonna do anything. Of course, Axe has been the one to, or should be the one to jump in and then just Berserker Call and you know, force everybody to fight him. But right now, it's been the Tidehunter that's run in first. The Tidehunter that has been silenced first and has been killed off first. I mean, they still take down the last tier 1 tower standing in the game, so extra gold for them. Invoker picking it up, and Invoker is actually doing a pretty good job at being the semi-carry here. It's got 3,700 gold. And they're gonna go for the tier 2 tower here as well, while everybody of the VHL is on the top lane. Looks like they want to go fight that barracks over there. I want to be taking that one down. But they're gonna trade a tier 2 for it. Side device completed up on the Invoker, so we'll be able to sheep probably the Night Stalker, so we can't silence that Tidehunter, who has his Ravage up again. Wants to be going for that land and ice ball. Tornado going through. Pretty decent tornado as well now with his cross up there, and his Vex might be only level 1, but you know, every little bit helps. Focus fire on the tower, and they back off again. The song is up on there, of course. We see Rubik not stealing anything. Actually has the track right up again. And Tidehunter will probably wait until there is gonna be a spell stolen again by the Rubik. Tracks from going from left to right, by the way, from both sides. Blink away rather from the X. Tower getting harassed slowly but steadily. And actually Tidehunter is pretty close to his Blink right now, but he will die again in the next fight most likely. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to actually pick up that Blink Dagger. In the meantime, VHL is going to be backing off again. Waiting for PXY to make a mistake so that they can go in. Waiting for that Rubik maybe to throw down or to steal a spell so that Tidehunter will be able to walk in safely. And of course they still have to do, Sunstrike, that's going to be Tornado, Meteor, definitely Blast, Song getting casted. And will they go in with it? Yes they will. Where's the Tidehunter? Is he that far back? He's there. There he is. This could be turning into a Ravage. They go for the Invoker first, so Invoker dies. Ravage still hits. BKB no up on the Night Stalker. Venomous ulti drops. Tidehunter has to back out from this one. He's done his job. He cannot be dying right here. Mule Scepter up in the air. Will be in time. Power shot. It is the Night Stalker that finishes him off. Axe trying to do what he can now. Puts up his blade mail. But he is going to be telekinesis. Silenced. Stunned. and will be forced back as well as the tier 3 tower drops, and they just go for the barracks. VHL looking for victory right here. Darkness being popped now by the Night Stalker as well, and they will be able to get the range barracks as the creeps here killed off the other range barracks on the middle lane. And right now, who will they try to find? Leshrak and Snared killed off for sure. Power shot going through, and the creeps actually get the last hit. Will they go for the tier 4s, or will they try to go for oh, that is the axe. Fuel Scepter, Blade already on cooldown, Shackle not latching, does stop him in his tracks as well as the Ensnare, and that's Night Stalker picking him off, and this will be GG, I feel like. VHL on a spree here, and they're gonna go for the tier 4s. Who cares about the bottom lane barracks? They just want to go for the GG, which will mean that VHL will be taking it up against MUFC in the next game for the GosuCup Asia in the round number 2 match. This was the round number 1 match for the GosuCup Asia of VHL versus PXY. GG gets cold. Disconnect already gone off on the axe. And we will be seeing more of VHL in the next game. My name is Sheever, I am a GosuGamers caster. And if you want to find out more about the GosuCup as well as GosuGamers, you go to GosuGamers.net/Dota2. For GosuCup, you see a link on the side, you just click on that one. And if you want to support me, please subscribe to my YouTube, youtube.com/SheeverGaming. That would be very much appreciated. And we will jump ourselves into another game shortly, so stay tuned for that, and we'll have more Dota 2 action coming right up of MUFC versus VHL. So don't go anywhere.